Funding wallets on TapTapSend. Step 1. Click on Create Ghana Cedi Wallets below when you open the app. Step 2. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 3. Click on the Confirm and Fund wallet below to confirm. Step 4. Your wallet has been successfully funded. Step 5. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 6. Select or add new recipient. Step 7. Choose wallet as payment method. Step 8. Click on the Pay with Wallet below to confirm. Step 9. Your transaction is successful.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, check it, check it, check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
How we roll here on Sammy Flex TV, Showbiz Daily, is it? And we are ready to give you another dosage of what we call pure, refined entertainment discussion program here on the platform. This is the platform for all, and I know that you are going to be a part of this discussion in several ways. A three-man squad for today: Roland Amate in the middle, Shagzy, Shatter Movement, Roland Report on YouTube and RolandReport.com, as well as in Team Dode Solomon in Team Dosu Digital Solutions. And yesterday, Chemo, did you read your birthday messages online? On the show.
I read some of them. I think Jackie Watt. Some Nigerian folks.
Many people wished you a happy birthday, and they also congratulated you in advance for your upcoming wedding on 15th June.
Yep.
Yeah, so it means that they are aware. Some will be coming down to be a part of the process and all that. So, we are still telling you guys it is 15th June in case you are forgetting. That is in Team Dode Solomon. Do you guys want to see the wife? Maybe one day Richie will show.
When did you save the date?
Save the date photos will come here.
Save the date photos.
I didn't do some. I see. Chemo, what try? Why are they? I mean, man, just save the date. Why are they?
Don't have option.
Alright, so we're waiting for Chemo to save the date photos, and we will let you guys know Chemo's wife as soon as possible, so you guys can also prepare for that special day. Meanwhile, Digital Rasta is called Currency, who is handling our camera for us. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. TapTapSend is also here, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching this show, you live abroad and you have to be sending money from abroad to Ghana, one app does it better, and that is TapTapSend. TapTapSend is an app on your phone. Download it today. Use the promo code SammyFlex and also enjoy the wallet. The wallet is the app on the same platform where you can convert your pounds into cedis, so you can do some expenditure with ease. Trust me, you are sure going to be very excited anytime you start using TapTapSend. Everybody is recommending TapTapSend, so do it today and thank me later. Now let's move on to the issues we have on board today, and I'm sure one of them, it hurts me Nana Reagan is not in the studio officially for us to discuss this, because there is something that started unofficially yesterday. Yesterday it was unofficial, but it looks like today it has become official based on some reports and commentaries that are out there. Now I want to ask all of you a simple question. Richard, bring the Wendy Shay's post. I want to ask them a simple question. How do they understand, or how do you understand it? It says, Shay Gang, my new video will not be on Rough Town Records. Follow me as I embark on a new journey and subscribe to my new YouTube account. This is a simple message accompanied by her photo, accompanied by her beautiful photo, as we can see there. I'm not too sure if she added a link to this or not. Well, now some people have reported this story in different ways, but I want us to ignore all of them and take it from the ordinary man's point of view. Upon reading this first, what comes to mind? And Chemo will start this for me.
Confusion.
Confusion.
What comes to mind? Yeah. Confusion will come to your head.
What confusion means what?
What is going on here?
What is going on here?
Yes, Wendy Shay, what is she trying to say or communicate? That's what will come into your head. I think most people would definitely interpret this as Wendy Shay living Rough Town. Most people will interpret it like that. That's why, if that's not your intention, then you have to come clean, or you have to be clear about what you really want to achieve.
Okay.
But I will not give those who are the people that we feel that they should know better also go in the same direction. That's the difference. You see, the way that she said it, there's a huge room for you to speculate.
Okay.
And it's allowed, but you have to make sure that you are speculating, or you have to make it clear that you are speculating, because you can also not stand on this and say that when the Shay is leaving or has left Rough Town. You can't say that. So if you are a journalist, or if you are somebody that we think you should know better, then you can't think like an ordinary person saying that when the Shay has announced leaving Rough Town. No. As a journalist, as a blogger, or as a pundit who comment on issues, you can't go that direction. The reason is that she has given you room to speculate that she's leaving or something is going on. But you can't come out and say it for sure, like when the Shay is leaving Rough Town. No. If you are a pundit, journalist, blogger, or whoever, like if you have a stake in the industry, the way that you are supposed to have influence, then you can't go that direction. That's the thing. But for an ordinary person, they can say that, yeah, when the Shay has announced that she's leaving Rough Town Records, then for some of us to correct them and say, hey, wait a minute, she didn't say that. She said that she's on a new project, and she wasn't clear as to she's leaving or not. In fact, she has not confirmed it anywhere. Rough Town Records, they are not saying anything, or like the boss is not talking. So if you don't have that confirmation, then you can't be sure to say that she has left or she is leaving. You have to wait to get confirmation. And well, for the way that we are playing the game now, people don't have patience like that. So if you give them if you give them the chance, they will do it their own way. So I'm not surprised that people are going that direction. But yes, this is something that you can use to do your speculation. But you have to make it clear that you are speculating based on the message coming out. Obviously, you will not be wrong to say that based on what is happening. You can say that maybe when the Shay wants to leave Rough Town, or she's leaving, there's something going on just based on the message that when the Shay put out. It's allowed for you to say that. But if you come like when the Shay is leaving Rough Town, or when the Shay has left Rough Town, like you are so sure of it, I think it's not fair to the management of Rough Town or Wendy Shay herself.
I see. Well, Roland, come in as well. Upon first reading of this, what do you make out of the meaning?
Definitely, the ordinary person will be confused. But if you're somebody that is closer to the action, in terms of certain conversations or closer to brands like this,
Mm-hmm.
you will not be confused. It will be very difficult for you to be confused unless you, Akasa, you don't know your left from your right.
Okay.
Because some of these things are not new to our space. The reason why an ordinary mind that is far away from the action like this will be confused is out of the fact that mostly what they see or what goes to them are the end result.
Okay.
So mostly when they start like this, as to whether even if there is going to be how do we call it, a departure, if it is going to be done amicably or not, mostly what the ordinary person gets is the end one. So they will realize, oh, so then times now so may see making post to it when he or she was making this post or that post, then it meant that they were even preparing to leave or they were preparing to depart from their former label or whatever.
Okay.
That is what they get usually. As to the details of it, that oh, the person left on a good note, the person left on a bad note, because unfortunately some people who leave on a bad note, those ones are rather trumpeted more and become very popular. There is that misconception that should anybody even graduate or like quote unquote graduate or decide to even leave like a partner at a point, it is seen as there was confusion or there is confusion or there is something wrong with their partnership. It is not always, but me, when I saw this particular post, what I saw was that okay, Wendy Shay has grown even as a brand to a certain level, of which now she is more or less growing into a partner than an employee. First, if you have to talk technically about her working relationship with her label, it was more or less like an employee, where she was doing the work and the label was financing most of the things she was doing, as well as even directing some of the things that she's doing. But when you check Wendy Shay's stature in the industry now, you realize that it will not be out of place for you to call her a partner in the game now. It is just like you being in a law firm. There are stages in which you graduate from becoming an intern to an associate to a partner. Then like there are levels. So there are certain instances where you get and you graduate from just being an ordinary employee. It happens.
Okay.
There should be growth. And when we see things like this, it is not always that our mind should go on the negative side and say then it means there is something wrong that is happening in the camp. No, it is not always. If indeed there can be, that is not to say that the possibility of there being something wrong in the camp is out. It is possible. But then when things like this happen, let's not be quick to rather input that particular assertion, but wait for deep explanation. Because how I'm seeing this particular communication, I'm even happy it is even coming this way. I'm even happy.
You're happy it is coming.
It is coming this
and
way.
the result, people are reading.
Yes,
such results.
I am happy. No, the communication from Wendy Shay and her people are coming this way. Not how the people are receiving it. Because at the end of the day, it will give them room to even see or perceive how people are even going to receive the news. You know, there are certain news that when you bring it, you are not able to interpret it well from the word go. You can harm yourself. But when you release them in bits, and you are now able to analyze the people's way of thinking, then it will inform you on how to communicate your next move. If it is about Wendy Shay departing from Roughtown, now this is a test case of how people will receive her moving forward. So even if she's going whether on a good note or a bad note, she knows what to do with her next step. And because I don't see this to be a departure kind of, but I'm seeing Wendy Shay now going into more or less like a partner with her former label. I don't see any harm coming to Wendy Shay after this particular move. I was so certain, which is why even yesterday I asked where the songs will be going to. Because when she announced her new channel, I realized that okay, this is another partner that is probably trying to advertise his side of the business. That's what I saw, and not anything to denigrate or shame the other partner. No, because she was very specific even in this write-up that it will not be on Roughtown. If indeed there was something between Wendy Shay and Roughtown, she wouldn't have mentioned any.
I see.
She would have gone straight to say my former label or the other channel. These are the words that she These are the words that she would have used. But for her to have even mentioned the name, then I am just seeing a partner that is also trying to advertise his or her side of the business, like in the same entity. So me, I don't see any until there are any explanations or the red flags are brought to light. I don't see any cause for alarm here.
Or should we take it as, okay, this is the kind of reaction they are looking for, knowing that when the message is coded like this, we know people will read this kind of meaning into it. Because I'm just trying to be straight logically without thinking about showbiz. Without thinking about showbiz.
Okay.
Like, for instance, I'm doing business. I have another branch I want to introduce. I'll just go straight and say, oh, now when the Rough Town Records has added this to their channels.
New channel.
That is not thinking showbiz and thinking like the normal.
Yes.
So as they did not go like that, and we assume that maybe it is a new business they want to, but this is how they want to go, then it means they are also expecting this kind of reaction we are having.
Of course, it is possible. That's what I'm saying. Now, this is more like testing the waters to see how the people would react. So it will inform your next move. So in the next move, when you are coming to anything that you communicate next, you already have a fair idea of what the people are thinking already. So if you have anything that you know it is going to escalate that perception and is going to harm you, you will know how to communicate it. That's why I'm saying I am happy with the way they are even communicating this particular move or this particular phase of their career now. Because if they release it boom like that, we all know the holes that people will punch in even when there is nothing wrong. Some people will come. But if we leave them to release all their arsenals now, those arsenals that they would have released when the whole news come out, they will release it now. Now you know what they are thinking already. So your next move that will rather be a bigger project, then you wouldn't fear. You will not fear what they are going to think again. Now you will know even how to communicate with them. So yeah, it is possible. But then, Charlie,
well, what convinced me as to, even if she's going, it's not the way people are thinking. It's I went deep. Like when the story came out, I didn't really pay attention because I had doubts because of the nature of it. Then later, I got another story that was more like a confirmation that she's leaving. So it prompted me to go deeper. I mean, research and see the channel.
Think deep about it, yeah.
So I went deeper to see the channel that Wendy Shay is talking about, and I saw that it is more personal than business. So I was like, oh, okay, this one can't be the way that Wendy Shay wants to live. Even if that's how she's living, then it's a poor move.
You said that one, the subscribers were how many?
141 at the time that I checked. But now
yesterday too, I saw someone when it was thank you.
What you saw, yeah, me too, I saw it. I went deeper and saw that it is not her channel. It's an automatically generated channel from YouTube.
Oh, okay.
When you release a new video. Yes. So if you watch it carefully, like now you can Google it, it will come. You will see that they will add it to it, but you won't see it just from just looking at it. But you will see at the end of the day, you will see Wendy Shay topics. You see topics.
Because this one, the name was Wendy Shay Official. That channel.
There was topic added to it. We can do it right now. The same thing will come again. Yeah. So that one is not from Wendy Shay. The one that is coming from Wendy Shay, that one is only 144. Now I think it has gone up. And when you search for that one, you will see it.
If you search for which one? The new one.
The one with the small number. It will. That's not what will pop up.
It will not pop up.
What will pop up is what you saw yesterday.
The official one.
10K one that you saw. This is the one that you saw.
Yes.
Yes, and then if you checked it, you see that there's a topic added to it. Topic added.
Yeah. When they say topic. Yeah.
Yes. And then when you click on it to see the details, then you see that this was generated by YouTube. So yeah, it is there, but it is so personal and people will not even see it. I had to do more to even get to that one, and now even if I have to go there, because I copied the link to it, then it made it easier for me to
you to go on the page.
The same thing when I also searched it. That is the first time she announced it.
So this is what I will do. I will share the link with Richie if he can put it out there for those who want to see it to also do a follow-up. I think let's help her in that way.
Grow the channel.
Yeah, just to grow the channel. I think now it will be more than 144, but it will be within the hundreds for sure. That one there, I think it will still be within
the hundreds.
Yeah, the hundreds.
Well, whatever it is, we wish them well. And personally, I am one person who, I think I was telling Roland this afternoon that I don't see Wendy, Shay and Rough Town Records departing. No, I said I don't see it. Unless maybe I'm being too straight and I'm not thinking about, but I don't see it. Like, I don't. It is not part of what is likely to happen in this year, 2024.
It will be one of the wonders of the world.
Yes. To be one of the wonders of the world, to hear when the Shay has departed from. No, it will be hard.
So, Richie, I've sent it to you. So, click on it and then you take a screenshot for people to see.
It will be one of the wonders of the world.
Yeah. Very wonderful. Like, it will be very miraculous.
One of them for life.
If you ask me. Well, Lilwyn's premiere is getting closer. On Friday is where the official premiere is happening at the National Theatre, and already we've seen Kojo Kansa Lilwyn welcoming the Nigerian actors he featured in the movie. And as it stands now, it tells me that Lilwyn really means business. Because when some of these things happen, you don't see them coming. Okay, so this is the new one.
Yeah. So now it's
178.
Yeah.
With 4 videos.
In the morning it was 141. Now it's 178. 4 videos. That at the time that I checked, it was 3 videos.
Okay.
So there's a new video now. Yeah. But they are all personal videos. It's not that official.
Yeah.
It's only, I think, about 3 short video and 1
full video.
1 full video. Even the full video is only 1 minute. The other ones, they are all short.
Okay, and Abi, she's now about to put the new official video there, so maybe that would do the magic for them.
We don't have much description about the channel, like nothing official is there at the moment. It's just Wendy Shay and her videos. No write-up, like email address, like nothing. It's it's that green. Okay. Nothing really there. So it convinced me that okay, even if she's moving out, this is not the time. Maybe she's trying to build something and then later consider that. I think that would be a fair speculation to give her that. Well, maybe there's a future plan of moving on, and this is how she's starting it.
The exit plan.
Yes, more kind of. I think that one will make sense, but to just say that she has left or she's leaving just like that.
Rough Town Records. Yeah. Well, like I said earlier, we still wish them well. And let's go back to Kojo Kansa Lilwyn, who is welcoming some of the top Nigerian actors here in Ghana for his premiere, A Country Called Ghana. Today at the airport, we saw him welcoming some of these top stars who were here some weeks ago to make noise about the movie and the premiere that is about to happen. Let's catch some action from the airport. Then I ask the views of my people about Kojo Kansa's frantic efforts in making this movie one that will be talked about. Yesterday I was watching a review by Tony Asankoma, who is a movie critic, and he was talking about the fact that when it comes to movies premiere in Ghana or Accra to be specific, when after watching the videos you think people will come out and review them or discuss the movies, nothing happens. After premiere, only thing here it will be about attendance. Thousands and so people came. But what movie did we go to see? You will hear anything about, and that thing is true, huh?
It's very
it's very true. But when I was going to say, hey, what the guy is saying is really true. Like, okay, now we've heard resonance. We've seen pictures of the people who went to see Full House.
5 cinemas.
Full House. But what was the movie about? None. You haven't seen.
There's a huge reason for that.
Yeah. Well, so let's see how Lilwyn would also capitalize on some of these things to do what he wants to do.
Okay. Welcome back. I hope so. Una keep a goosey. Obono. Ofolugu. Because that thing when I chop that time when I come, that won't kill me. Una dey hear am? Yeah. Goosey Ofolugu Obono. Because this time, bros, hey, me and I go for food, we go get problem. I tell you, because when I reach my country, the last time I nearly quit. I just swallow. Don't be swallow. You get that? You get that? Welcome to Ghana. We're down to hit. See, I want to cause rumble in Accra. Come 17th, a country called Ghana, wherever you are. It's going to be. Wow. Sing the song. Wow. I don't want to Ghana. Ghanaians anywhere you are, Nigerians, Africa, wherever you are, on the 17th of May at the National Theatre, Accra, the premiere of a country called Ghana. It's going to it's going to it's going to be
Okay.
President.
Hey, Friday, you're changing party. Friday, movie, hey, man, come here. See you, Friday. Hey,
You're a bad boy.
you are a bad man.
A bad boy.
You are a bad man.
You are a bad
You
boy.
are a bad man.
Lilwyn.
Oh, you are welcome. Are you sure?
See, you do publicity that will not sell. No fee.
Yeah.
Serious. Publicity is good. I see.
Well, Chabo, what are we telling Lilwyn and his efforts in making this movie one of the talked about in town?
So good for him, and I think the publicity is also going well. I think he has done it really, really well in terms of marketing the whole thing, how he's going about it. I think it's fantastic. Me, the only challenge I have with him, or the only problem I have with him is he tries to avoid talking about making money or not from the movie. I think it's a put off for me when they do that.
Okay.
I mean, we are reasonable people. We know that you will not just go into business if you know that you will lose it. People are calling for that because they want confirmation to tell people that, Charlie, this thing is still lucrative. If you get in there and you do it right, you can make your money back and even make profit. It's a good business. But anytime I've heard him talk about it, he avoids talking about making money from this. He is so willing to tell you how much he has pumped into the movie, but he's not ready to talk about how much he's expecting or he thinks that he can make from the movie. It's more like, oh, I just want to help the industry. So you want to help the industry, you pump as much. The last time I heard, he was talking about, I think, 100,000 Ghana cedis or something like. No, I think he said something about 500,000, like 5 billion OCDs. And now they are ship projects, and he's not expecting profit. Come on, what is that? And you think you can use such an amount to do something else, but to just make a movie and then because you want to help
for the hype of it or what?
Or for what? Yeah, that's the only side that I'm not so happy when it comes to the way he talks about the movie and then the business that he's doing. But so far so good. In terms of publicity, how he's hyping the whole thing, how he's trying to be professional, paying people to do their works and all that. I think he's been fantastic. He's one of the pillars in our movie industry now, giving out huge money, like coming out with huge budget to make movie. People will talk about it. It will generate conversation and all that. I mean, the old people that we knew, or those who were doing movies for us to be calling their name when we talk about movie, they are all, I mean, sleeping now. You don't know what they are doing, how things are going. But when he's been in here, doing it so massive, as if they didn't even go off, like we used to say that Kumawood is dead, Hollywood
Kumawood is dead, yeah. That thing
the Ghana movie industry is dead and all that. Like the way Lilwyn is doing it, as if no, we didn't even experience anything like that. I am sure he's making huge money for doing this, just that he's not ready to disclose. But so far so good.
So you expect him to put out or?
No, he should say something that I'm not losing, like not even giving out the money. But even for him to say that, no, I won't put in money if I'm losing, he won't even say that. The best you can get from him is that, oh, I'm helping the industry. That's the best you can get from him. But for him to say that, oh, I'm putting in 500,000 Ghana cedis and I am sure that I will make my money back and even make profit. Just for him to even say that, no, you won't get him. His best is that, oh, we are helping the industry, you want to help the industry, just like that. And I don't believe him because he's doing business, and sometimes and mommy feels some way, Charlie, come on, you are doing good things, so just be proud of it and encourage others to also come in if they want to. But they are always complaining that they are not making any money from the movie industry or the film, but they are always putting money in there. When they lose, they come out to say it, but when they are winning, they say that, oh, we are helping the industry. That's not fair. I think it will not help them, it will not help the industry in general, and we should change from that. Yeah.
Well, what do you also see from Lilwyn's actions?
For help there, it is helping them. For the industry there, it will not help the industry in general. For help there, it is helping them because at the end of the day, whatever they get, whatever profits they get, I mean, we all know some of the reasons why people would want to hide whatever they are getting or the income or profit that they are getting. There are so many reasons of which Jemo Angasa will tell you, some people even pay people to teach them how to evade tax.
Yeah.
It is one of them. But generally, and to the individual, it is going to help the individual. But generally, it is not going to help the industry because at the end of the day, it is also another tool to encourage people to come into the industry. So if we don't disclose it, it is rather going to hurt the industry the more than the individual.
Okay.
Now, me, I will applaud Lilwyn for what he's done so far. I think he's been able to use fair and foul means to market and advertise his
fair and foul.
Oh yes.
Which one is fair? Which one is foul?
So the fair one has to do with he knows publicity is also part of marketing, and they don't come free.
Okay.
They don't come cheap. He's not complacent to say, oh, because I am a Ghanaian, and just like he's been saying, I am doing this for Ghana, I am doing that for Ghana. He's being entitled and expecting other people to come and publicize whatever he is selling. No, but rather every move that he makes sure that he has people on ground, that he sorts them out. I want this news to go out. He is very intentional about it.
Okay.
And that is the fair means. These are the fair ways of seeing that whatever you want it to be trumpeted is being trumpeted. That is what he is doing, and I will applaud him for that. For the foul means there, anyhow. Udisi Obecha. And it is all contributing to the popularity of the movie. Anybody,
including fighting with the bloggers.
Of course, that is the foul means that I'm talking about. So you might see it to be foul, but to his side, he is protecting his business. So with the fair and foul means, the movie is still in our faces. Still, that from the time that they went on set till now, there has never been a single week that we've not heard anything about a country called Ghana.
That one is true.
Yes. In some weeks, it is the fair means of him employing people to market whatever he is doing. In other weeks, it is the foul means of him going at people that he feels are not talking good about whatever he is doing. And in all these moves, it is adding to the name and the publicity and marketing of the movie. So if he insults you and challenges you to come and watch the movie, he has added to the popularity of the movie. Which is why the other time I didn't see whatever he said as a threat to critics or media people. No, that is not a threat.
It was a fair warning.
A fair warning. That warning was, and it was very necessary too.
Yeah.
He needed to do it. It is part of the game.
I think he's listening to advice.
Oh yes.
You can see that he has people that he's listening to them and taking
direction from them.
And for Lilwyn to fail with this, perhaps he has failed with other projects, but with this project and this particular move that he has employed, I doubt if he's going to fail, because he has exhausted all avenues in marketing and promoting this. Okay. The faces that are supposed to be used to market the product,
he's
brought them again. Most people would have said or would have just relied on the fact that, oh, these people are there, and bringing them back is also another cost. So they can be there, do a video and let me play it.
Yes.
Or let me give it to people to blast it, and that will be another form of publicity. But look at the expenses, and even look at the time that he's brought them. From now to the end of the premiere, these people's expenses are
just so pattern the body. I know what they want to say.
It is bound to happen. There is nothing anybody can do about it. But humanly possible, he has gone through the length and breadth of him marketing his movie. I don't know any other strategy that
for him to use again.
Because when it comes to the fair means, like I said, he has exhausted it, which prominent TV stations or radio stations or traditional media hasn't Lilwyn been on. He's been on. Even when you go online, that's when he's there. He's been doing it, flying these bloggers up and down from Accra to Kumasi to make sure that whatever he does is being captured and trumpeted. So that one there, I'll just applaud him, and I'll wish him well and congratulate him. For the other one that you raised, that after the premiere looks like the whole conversation goes down there, I believe it has its own pros and cons, because movie criticisms in this country is not that popular. That's one. As in staunch movie critics, people who are known to be movie critics are not that many in this country.
But should it even be only among the movie critics?
No.
Because people go to watch. I'm sure we've seen many people who were there. We've seen some of their reaction and comments online, but nobody's saying the movie storyline is this, the movie storyline is that, the setting of the movie was this.
That's what I'm saying. It is about the technical know-how, because those people are not that many.
Oh no. I think it is beyond technical know-how. For instance, we will be here, then a movie will be trending on, say, Netflix.
Then we
before you know, everybody is saying, hey, there is this movie, there is this movie. They don't have technical know-how. It is because they've seen the movie and they think the movie is good. Someone else should watch it.
Sometimes the producers also don't employ those things. It is just like post-event publicity. Most people take it for granted, and they just leave it to chance and say, oh, because I have done this, I have done that during the event, they expect it to go viral by themselves. But when it comes to pre-event, you see them moving from one place to the other. But then post-event publicity is also part of marketing the product. Program it is also up to you to make sure that if you want it to go to, if you want the name of the movie to go to India, to go to Lesotho,
you have to make such moves.
Exactly. So I believe it is one of the reasons why after the premiere, then the movie goes to bed, because the people or the producers of the movie actually leave the post conversations to chance.
And
expect
they don't pay attention to those ones.
No.
I see. Well, Lilwyn has done well, no two ways about that, and he is still pushing. We are waiting for the numbers. All things being equal, Lilwyn will really count now some numbers. I don't know why this time he did not do it first at the Wine and Dine Cinema in Kumasi. I don't know why this time he decided to start from here. And the other time he was even saying he's likely to show some of his videos on a park, that tent, drive-in kind of thing. Yeah, I heard him say something like that. So
I even heard him once saying that the way the demands are coming, he's thinking of even doing it in Accra Sports Stadium.
Exactly.
The logistics requirement is.
Oh, but if he wants to do it, why not?
But the time is very limited for him.
Yeah, for now. But no, what I mean is that if he wants to do it, it is not this time round.
Okay, after.
But
yes, because he's not done Kumasi.
No.
He can say, okay, with Kumasi one, even if Accra came out like a certain way, how much more Kumasi? Kumasi is his home.
So you can employ them.
So Kumasi he cannot do in any hall venue. Then it means he will do it like about 10.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. So he mentioned it, so I want to believe he can go ahead to achieve it as that's why this was happening Kumasi. And I think it is possible he can do it first. Ghanaian movie producer to premiere his movie at the park.
Yeah, serious.
That would be interesting to know. So we wish him well once again. Now, let me move on to Celestine Donkor. Celestine Donkor has been in the news for a wrong reason today. I wanted to say this afternoon, but let me say today. Because looks like what she thought she was saying jokingly or playfully has turned out to be a very big issue among people who are tribal bigots or people who are tribal sensitive. Let me put it that way. People who are tribal sensitive. Whatever thing that was said has gotten to them, and as it stands now, people, especially some Votarians, they are not sparing her. Meanwhile, this lady has been singing all ever songs and acting all ever, but Asemba kope ne fena jinkwa ase asamwaja ne fena jinkwa Asemba kope and yes is anything. Now because of this, today she is in hot waters. What did she actually say? Let's watch this TV3 video. When I come back, I'll tell you why she has come back to respond to some of these critics.
So you're away? Oh yeah, I'm away. 100% away. So you're away? Oh yeah, I'm away. I'm 100% away. Now, where's the Donkor from? My husband. You know, I have to give up my name. So no wonder. You know. So I would have been Akakbodosu. Ebe. Thank God for grace. Oh, you would have been what? Akakbodosu. Excuse you. I wonder why we number 9s always do that to our names. So I told my mom that, you know what, I think finally when I have to say yes, I don't want any agbazuge or no. We thank God for Donkor. How did you know? That was the prayer I was praying. So you prayed that prayer? One of the criteria for my selection is that the man must have a lighter name at least. I've carried heavy name for all my life. We thank God for grace.
It's all started playfully, like the way we, in fact, in journalism or in presentation, we call it breaking the ice. We do some of these things just to clear the way so we can have a conversation. So, in their bid to break the ice with some of this conversation, it has turned out to be a whole new thing. Now, when you go to social media, the way that they give to Ame, like notoriously, forcing her to even put out this video. Let's watch it as well.
I granted an interview on today's woman. Novil on Loto, Bubuto, Madugbenami. Majibamato Moyaji, Mafajinami. I granted an interview on Today's Woman on TV3. And when I discovered the host, Cookie T, is an Ewe, I just got excited and we started joking about the heaviness of our Ewe savings. It was just a joke, that came up in a conversation. To my surprise, from all the comments I've read so far, it turns out to be a bad joke, to be an expensive joke. And who am I? I'm just human. Chichiobe ame amotama menyana ba ipo magbe goglomi. E manyanya ga ba ipo magbe goglomi. Most of the time when we go on these interviews, as much as we have a pure heart and a clear mind, it's not everything you say that will be pleasing to somebody. And so, me choke. This will in no way tarnish my pride as an Ewe. I have proven it over the years in my journey in music that I am a very, very proud Ewe. And absolutely nothing is going to change that fact, from the beginning of my journey till now. Anybody who has truly followed me knows that I'm a very proud Ewe. My native name is Mausi, and 3 of my daughters, 2 of them, I have Eyimam and I have Asili. And most of the time before I start ministering, I say that Ewe is a spiritual language, and that is the language we are going to be speaking in heaven. And so I encourage everyone to learn 1 or 2. So this is just one of the things that happens. With love and respect to all of you, I take all the comments in good faith. I interpret them as the expression of your love, because those who love you are those who correct you when you're wrong. So thank you so much, and I'll keep doing my best. Michweka, God bless you.
Well, so right after, like I said earlier, she was forced to come back to apologize, forcing her to speak Ewe, so they understand that she is really Ewe. But meanwhile, this lady has been singing Agbebolo and all those things, using Ewe lines in her songs that went viral. People were even doing challenge with it and all. And today, Asamoja no ya jinkwa so back and then the other say, "Ro, I know you are doing reviews about this. What are you saying?"
You see, you're no correct. So I'm not correct with and unfortunately, she fell into it without knowing, on her blind side. I mean, those who are going at her. No, this country, people are frustrated. People are frustrated that they don't know where to lay their frustrations. Like, what is actually eating them up? They can't go that direction. So they just want anybody to just vent on. And unfortunately, Celestine laid herself on a silver platter for them. I mean, somebody wouldn't have just succumb to some of these things and come to apologize, because as far as I'm concerned, they should not be hypocritical. Most people say, and you see this name thing, it is not only with Ebes. It is not only with Ebes. They are certain, every tribe has some of these names that most of them are not proud of. It is there in our close quarters. We say them every day. It is there. It is not only with Evers. I tell you, there are certain tribes that sometimes even in school, people come from different tribes and mention their surnames, and some as kids you would want to tease them with it or do whatever, but it doesn't mean any harm. The person, even Celestine in question, when some of these things happen, we take you, the person, also analyze your behavior and your posture to see whether indeed you meant harm and you are just trying to cover it up or not. Celestine, as a personality self, has never been more proud than any other tribe than her tribe. Even when she bears a different tribe name, she still represents the other tribe. So what I say, What are you saying? So she doesn't have the right, and this time she was not talking about anybody. She was talking about her own name. So if there was anybody that I was expecting to even vex her the more, I was expecting her father or her family to rather come at her.
No, but we don't know whether they are vexed.
No, that's what I'm saying. That should rather even push her to come and even if she wants to apologize, it is them that she needs to apologize to, because they were the people who gave her the name. You understand? So if they gave you the name and you are making jokes of it, they have the right to say whether they are peeved or not. But you because you are also ever, because you are from the same town, how does that affect you? How does her not being proud of her name, whether you like it or not, if she is not proud of her name, there is nothing you can do about it. If somebody is not proud, the ladies that are doing BBL, they're spending that huge amount of money going through that stress to do the BBL. Who does it affect? Does it affect me? No. Am I happy they are doing it? No. But what can I do? I can do nothing. So because of that, I should go and insult them that they are doing what? BBL. And how would that benefit me in any way? So me, well, she has come out to apologize. We will just leave her like that because, yeah. But to some of us, we don't see anything wrong with whatever she did. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. In fact, she did, even if she wanted to tackle this issue seriously, the things that they were doing were all jokes. And you can clearly see, unless you have a problem yourself, you are frustrated yourself, and you want somebody to vent to vent your frustration on. That is why you chose her. But me, under this particular situation, even their demeanor on set and the conversation they were having, I don't see any harm, and I don't understand why some people would be so bitter to even go and insult her. I mean, go and check her catalog. Go and check her catalog. There somebody who is very proud of her roots sings in her native language, and you want to say what? Because of this statement, you think this is hard enough to negate all the things that she's done, even that represents her career. You think she will make statements that will be detrimental to her career? You love her career more than her. Are those people serious? But I mean, she has apologized. So me, I'll let her be. Maybe she knows the reason why, and she just wants to cut the conversation short. But if some of us were to be part of her team, they can die.
Well, Chamo, what do you also say to this?
She has apologized, so I have to cut some of the. She has apologized. The person who did it, she has apologized. So, what can you say? I mean, but the thing is, we should be serious in this country and focus on serious issues, not when somebody, like if you put in the context, the demeanor, everything, you can see it. It's a joke. So if you don't like the joke, that's it. Just sit here somewhere and move on. She was laughing. She wanted you to laugh. That was it. So if you are not happy about the joke and you don't want to laugh, well, life goes on. Just move on. So I think we shouldn't be. I mean, we shouldn't go that direction and allow people to misbehave this way. I mean, I see them as misbehavior. Those who are insulting her and trying to bring in the tribal thing, and are you more like Ewe than her? She's an Ewe too. 100%. Or you think that you are more Ewe than her, or what? Why? In fact, you that you are insulting her for coming out with that joke. What have you done that you think that you are more Ewe than her? When she's singing in Ewe, for people to preserve the language, that's one of the ways to do that. And even to spread the language, that's a way of doing that. You that you are online insulting her, not even in her way, but in somebody's language, what have you done? It's not fair to her, but as I said, she has apologized, so we will just take it like that. But people should be careful and not to just take any issue at all. In fact, if there are no issues, there are no issues. Don't just conjure or create an issue and then start running with it. I mean, this is something, and in fact, this is not a joke that she's the first person saying it. It's a joke that a lot of people have said, and some people, and including Ewe people.
I think I have even listened to a program like that on City FM before.
Yeah.
Bernard Abler and
yes,
the other guy, Richard, the last guy.
Yes.
What some time ago, random radio program. They actually told people to mention some of the other names with the meanings.
And yes.
With the meanings.
Yes. They have done it even not once. So are you more aware than those people or what? I mean, they should give us a break, and I think the lady did no wrong, but yes, maybe she wants to, I mean, calm things and not really focus on those. And now that she has apologized, I don't think even those who are making that noise or calling for her head will hear it. They will just say whatever they want to say, and they will not stop. So we should just move on and clearly those who watched it or who are even watching this one with us, you can clearly see that this is a joke, and even the context that she said it, there's nothing that you can put it in there to say that she was just mocking the tribe or doing anything, but nothing. This is pure joke, and this is a common joke that even including Ewe people like her, they've been saying it. So what is the problem here? For me, I don't see any problem here. But if she has apologized, let's just take the apology and then move on.
Okay, so we are wrapping up with this particular video from Kojon Kansan Lilwyn, who talked about having a movie with DL, aka Daddy Lumba. And after going through all expenses and everything to prepare the movie being ready for market, they had to do the preview to Lumba, and Lumba upon watching said, movie the film. The movie cannot come out. Kojon Kansan Lilwyn thinks he was really disappointed, but because it is coming from a legend, he couldn't say much, though he's pained that the movie did not come out. He even said he wants to even sell the movie to Lumba himself, that Lumba can buy the movie and watch it with himself. But the question is, was Lumba wrong to say he did not look good in the movie, therefore he should not release the movie? Or maybe the explanation to what he was going to do did not go down well. Like, I'm trying to think around something like that. Did they let him understand that, baby, this is what you're going to do, this is how you look, this is how the storyline is, or what? How do we discuss this? Watch this except from Accra FM Nana Romeo's interview with Kojon Kansan Lilwyn. And when we come back, I get the views of my people so we can wrap up.
And I'm in the flight to buy.
That Lumba.
Aye.
Many moving.
And I'm in the flight to buy.
That Lumba.
Aye.
Many moving. The organ that you moving. I'm moving 20 miles.
Oh, I think. Obi production.
Men moving.
None number.
Wasn't one effort.
Daddy, daddy.
What the cojo? Oh, is I'm up myself. Ask me why it turns daddy. Seen no son is away. Oh, no. It's all for France,
to book you.
I'm actually the woman, couldn't to room. I come out to Vivian J. Bella Samoa. Oh, Ampon. And the movie and the first time I'm police shared Lumba. But I'm on a buyer.
Until Namusuna.
Yeah, I'm police Lumba. I don't know, could you after moving, we sway a venue. Also, open Ampon pass.
For 3 weeks.
Yes,
Kojon Kansan.
Yes,
that Kojo
Odampon.
Kojampon.
Answer.
And I just Kojo.
Yes. Some moving house in the first time. Yeah, they I shall now so I shall with it. Once I do come with that Lumba.
Honestly, the share that Lumba.
Yes. Zach manager.
Yeah.
That's Zach Senator.
Aye.
Take on a minute in the coy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Moving is one mother. Was it Kojo?
I bet it is me. Cause me penasem. Tabra me nyano ko. Kojo if was some power movie me as daddy. Kojo yenyi bibi ntwa movie. I'm so catching movie a. Ari ancho. Some tie na bia. Recross. And I mean a sack there. And I stole my shatters. Kojo. Yanyum. And I found me so. Debbie,
for opportunity near.
Debbie, because on she has stuck. I say, my family, how come enjoy anymore? To a kind of daddy, remember, I'm Tuano. The queenie. Say, what 80 million back.
Mike, mum.
Or Chemite million back. 8,000 Ghana. I Lumba that time. Moving you try to support Kakra, 8,000. And I am a man scheme. And I'm Sunday Bush show. Men of Bush Thanksgiving show and making hotel. The performing. If you are my Muslim, 10,000 plus. Yeah. I said, I'm back to moving. Wow. You was moving so and charging me. Oh. Was thinking you put out. Obasaka cameras are by day. I tell you, if you about. You come many perfect number. Title. To me, no one has score be beer in any school. That's it. Soundtrack. That's it. Beer. Oh, yeah, we. I think I'm a deba. And Debbie. Obi and charge. Was some power board. Yeah. Mean from Mano. No, no, maybe no mistake. No, watch him a year from them and say, Eba won't tell you. Not the name of you. Now come on a preview copy. Mean your first movie, a channel for price. A better price 1.5 billion, better 2 billion. That I'm no. Mini pocket, no. Minimum money, we are not afraid back. Ah, could you? Wow. Move left, Papa. No, I was where I'm about so. Where I'm about no whisker. You boy, that's it. Who many pie? You boy, man for fee. By your ma. On Susikabashi, on your waffle. On what woman I'm feeling to whom many pa. I feel money when you just movie there. A bob and try within 20 times copies. The best of Wendy.
Oh, yeah. Come on, for Sbatapa.
Next day, Manako. Hello. Kojo, Daddy. Moving there, come up, Anna. Me one nephew. And then moving the sign, it tells that we a bit down into Deputy Kojo. In trouble for. Hey! Move your back, get your way now, but I have bread.
Oh my God.
That's it. It's in my measurement pen is respect to be a wow. Now done. Legend. Material penasem. Nase, Siaba. Men fan paid, ain't lazy. And I say, Mimik, or Taliman China Campana. Men fan paid, ain't lazy. And that was a dog 78 years. A cousin through Pedana. A woman for a woman for that. The possum, pedediasm. Moving a fine. Will be on the better than that. Because any be I'm sick with him, which I'm going to be. But I can't catch a daddy. Now, me from Master and Breno. Of musical mammy. When you to the non one idea.
But me, I sure say, oh, Sanko, try how I be over here. I
don't hatch it. As I must say, as I puff. Eh, that Lumba. Lumba movie got that. I don't want to be a pure way. And you say, on one you want to fountain them. Oh, not on one way. Oh, FSO. Oh, very nice. You're off on the ampon.
Oh, movie, Gabriel for power.
Oh, very nice movie.
Could you be?
Oh,
well, an interesting story there that happened to actor Kojo Kansa Lilwyn. And I'm asking, who did wrong in this particular narrative? Let's close it this way.
This is one of the occupational hazards that you face. Well, and if you from the beginning, this was obviously an informal business. There was no proper formal structured communication with this particular business. So most of the things that they agreed on were just based on feelings, emotions, moods, and circumstances, or even period during a certain period. So definitely there can be a period where one of them can even wake up and say, I am not doing it again. And it could even be Lilwyn. Unfortunately, he is at the receiving end now. So a bayania. But Lilwyn could have also stood up one day to say, I am tired, or probably I have a different or a better engagement elsewhere, and he also could have abandoned the whole project and go. We know instances like that where people have shot movies and the producer or the people have said that, Charlie, we don't have money to market the movies again, so the movie stayed indoors. Right after leaving the bench, it's been there and it has never been released. It's there. Meanwhile, actors spent days, sleepless nights, memorizing scripts and all that just to come and deliver their lines, deliver their projects, and the movie is indoors. You decide not to show the movie because of probably one or two reasons. It even happened to your friend Kobe Rana when he was about to release one political movie be like that. We also saw some of the challenges that he faced even in releasing that particular movie to the extent that now he even had to release it on YouTube and all that. He couldn't premiere it. It is one of those occupational hazards. If you want to blame Daddy Lumba, you can't blame him so much because you don't know the feeling or the situation that made him even agree to feature in that particular movie, and what also made him change his mind, and the kind of agreement he had with Lilwyn. If you want to, you can't blame him. For me, I can't blame Lumba too much because the whole dealings was informal. So it is not one that you can say, oh, I am holding you to it to say you agreed to do this. Therefore, now that you think you've changed your mind, I will still go ahead to release it because I am probably the main executive producer of a sort. Even if you check Lilwyn's narration, you can clearly see Lumba's contribution even in the creation of the masters. So if he says don't release it, he has every right to point you out. His reason may not be quote and unquote that tangible for you to say, okay, this is the reason why we shouldn't release it. But then that is his reason anyway. He also invested in the movie, even if it is 1 cedi. You have acknowledged he invested. So yes, he owes every right to say, even artists can feature may releasing you. How much more somebody that has executively helped in the production of the whole project? It is unfortunate though.
But that was not on contract.
That was not on. The whole dealings were not on contract.
No. For Daddy Lumba featuring in the movie, that was on contract. And whether written or oral, that was on contract. But for him to say I want to support, that was really something that he decided to do, not on contract. Because Larry was not expecting anything from him.
But then the genesis of the movie was informal, and that informal was based on feelings, moods, and agreeing at a certain point. So if there comes a time that same feeling, that same element, feeling, mood, and everything changes, there's a high possibility that it would even affect the project, which it did.
I see. Chabo, close the show for us.
Yeah, I think it's in the hands of Lilwyn, and I think the kind of respect and then the kind of admiration that he has for Daddy Lumba, that's why he's not releasing it. I mean, from his narration, you can see that he wasn't happy about it, but it's like it's Daddy Lumba, so let me just let it go. In fact, Lilwyn can release the movie, nothing will happen to him. You can't even sue him because he has no contract with you that if he release, you can hold him to it. No, you just featured in his movie. So if you want to gag him from releasing it, you have to rather go for an injunction before he release it. But if he release it, you can't do anything. It will be after the fact that you are coming, so it's gone. It's like somebody, a politician playing your song in at a campaign event. You can, after that, you can go for an order that don't do that again. But you can't hold him to the day that he did the first one. So Lilwyn can do same, just that he has enough respect, or more than enough, like the respect that you can see that he has for Daddy Lumba. He will not do that. That's what is keeping it like that. That's why, in fact, because he is also not happy with the decision, that's why he approached them to say that please pay for the cost of the movie and have it. Like he narrated, or say at a point, or Roman father said, you have paid for it not being released. Because now they as a watch that man up boka too. Wa boka just like that.
Yeah, boka gu.
Yeah, boka gu. And you know the corner was there and how they talk, you have paid for it not to be released. But you are not paying for the cost of it, and you just say that I shouldn't release it. So I think Lilwyn is just the respect and that he has for Lumba. That's why that movie is not out. And again, I think because Lumba showed him some kind thing, like gestures in terms of giving him money and other stuff. So it's like, let me return a favor. Yes, this one, it will cost me per, but I'll just endure it. That's why he's been sharing the story day in, day out. Otherwise, Senka, a normal before him, and he won't even talk about it for us to know that this is what is going on. But Udimuse Waboka in the Ashino.
Yeah,
but
and they're obvious.
Yes, but he can't go against Lumba's words. That's his issue now. He's in a dilemma. That's the point. So I mean, it can happen sometimes, but you not looking nice in a movie, wow, it's obvious. In fact, I know so many people they don't like watching themselves because when they do, they feel that, oh man, Obi create a picture.
It's just like me listening to my voice.
Obi create me a picture.
You don't like it?
No, you will not like it, especially if you are judging yourself. It's normal. So I'm not surprised that Lumba will see something like that. But where I think Lilwyn could have done better was to also put emotional pressure on Lumba. Then you employ some form of he now also so he will give up at some point. He will give in oh my name mama krana bokao but also after 8 years it's gone. He should just let it slide by. It's sad or it's difficult to go through such a situation. Yeah.
Well, DL Charles Kojofosu. He's a good guy, though. Yeah, he's a good guy, as a matter of fact. And sometimes you want to look at that Lumba and Shatter and see who is who.
They are all
the great guy. No, that's what I'm talking about. They are great guys, Rob. Yeah. Well, this is how we end today's edition of Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. Special thanks to the production team, Digital Rasta Currency, who did camera for us. Richie Flex is the editor-director of the show, and the Pandits, 3-man squad, Roland Amate, Shaq Z, Shatter Movement, and Roland Report on YouTube and RolandReport.com, as well as in Team Dode Solomon, aka the yet-to-be married gentleman among us, the freshest groom to be, the freshest groom to be in the building. 15th June is his wedding, though, so still announcements going out to all our friends and sympathizers. Anyway, Stop Send also supported us here on the platform. Get the app on your phone. Send money from abroad to Ghana using Tap Send. Remember to always use the promo code SammyFlex. When you do this, you'll sure be adding more value to what you have. My name is Sammy Flex. Subscribe to here and make sure you are always waiting for more videos from us. I see you in our next video. We're out of here. Bye-bye.